something completely different.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
We have so much Justin Baldoni to talk about today. It just felt like maybe they were going to go away with the LA wildfires. I was like, maybe they're going to read the room and realize that their lawsuit does not really mean anything at the end of the day. But then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they didn't.
The drama between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is a long way from ending, as Baldoni is now the latest to take new legal action.
This just feels like it's a new version of like Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp.
The It Ends With Us actor-director is...
Only there's just not crap on the bed.
The drama between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is a long way from ending, as Baldoni is now the latest to take new legal action. The It Ends With Us actor-director is now suing not only his co-star, but her husband Ryan Reynolds and their publicist, Leslie Sloan, and Sloan's PR firm Vision PR Inc.
Leslie Sloan just sounds like a really pretentious woman. Oh, I went on a date with Leslie Sloan, man. She ordered the most expensive steak in the house.
Incorporated. On Thursday, attorneys filed a $400 million lawsuit in the Southern District of New York on behalf of Baldoni and several others on his team, according to documents obtained by Access Hollywood.
These news sites love to tell you that they're the ones that obtained it. Like, cool, bro. You did your job. It's so awesome of you. I'm so proud of you. Shut up.
The suit alleges that Lively took measures to gain control of the hit movie. Baldoni's numerous claims also include civil extortion, defamation, and breach of implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing. The lawsuit alleges Lively asked Baldoni if she could, quote, take a pass at writing a key rooftop scene. He obliged, and after reading it, said the scene would be a combination of hers and what was already written.
Seems like that's how movies work. You negotiate.
Baldoni claims that later at a meeting at Lively and Reynolds' penthouse that Reynolds praised Lively's scene and that a, quote, famous and famously close friend of the couple's also praised Lively's script.
Oh, so they're all whipped by her. You know, Ryan Reynolds is wearing no pants in their relationship. That's why he acts like such a badass in Deadpool. 'Cause he's whipped.
The lawsuit reads, quote, Baldoni understood the subtext. He needed to comply with Lively's direction for the
Can you imagine being directed by Lively, just how much of a witch
script
she probably is?
Further adding, quote, Baldoni was not just dealing with Lively, he was also facing two of the most influential and wealthy celebrities in the world.
Oh, wow, money's so impressive. You're going to die someday. And I bet that crap that Blake Lively took this morning, you're just another human.
Who were not afraid to make things very difficult for him. Lively, Reynolds, and their publicist did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Access.
Of course not, because they're cowards.
In a statement, Baldoni's attorney claimed this lawsuit is a legal action based on an overwhelming amount of untampered evidence detailing Blake Lively and her team's duplicitous attempt to destroy Justin Baldoni, his team, and their respective companies by disseminating grossly edited, unsubstantiated, new and doctored information to the media.
Yeah.
It is clear based on our own all-out willingness to provide all complete text messages, emails, video footage, and other documentary evidence that was shared between the parties in real time that this is a battle she will not win and will certainly regret. Blake Lively was either severely misled by her team or intentionally and knowingly misrepresented the truth. Let's not forget Miss Lively and her team attempted to bulldoze reputations and livelihoods for heinously selfish reasons through their own dangerous...
Yeah, she's been really known to be a mean girl, so this whole thing of her, I'm so innocent, it's like, shut up.
Manipulation of the media before even taking any actual legal action. We know the truth, and now the public does too. Justin and his team have nothing to hide. Documents do not lie.
Sort of like in basketball, ball don't lie. 856-49-HOPPE. So, when you have a woman call out a man, a lot of times whenever the man responds, it's called sexist or desperate or, mean. But you can't just and I'm not trying to sound sexist, it's just the truth. You can't just, when a woman slams you, if it's an ex or a coworker, and they're out trying to tarnish your name, you can't just not do something. You can't just sit back and go, whatever. So Blake Lively slams his desperate lawsuit against her. If you sue him and you try to slander his name, in the court of law, honey, he has the right to defend himself.
Lively speaks out after Justin Baldoni sues her, her husband Ryan Reynolds, and publicist Leslie Sloan for $400 million.
I always find those lawsuits to be weird as hell. It's like, you're not getting that much.
After Baldoni filed suit against Lively on January 16th, almost 1 month after she sued him, alleging he sexually harassed her on the set of their film It Ends With Us.
But she's kind of forgotten to bring that up recently. At first, she was running with it, but not anymore.
As well as his production company, Wayfarer, Lively slams his suit in a scathing statement. Lively's lawyers tell E! News this is an age-old story. A woman speaks up with concrete evidence of sexual harassment and retaliation, and the abuser attempts to turn the tables on the victim.
Yeah, he's going to sue you too. You're attacking his credibility. She's allowed to do that. It's America, honey.
This is what experts call DARVO: deny, attack, reverse victim, offender.
Oh, shut up. If she was never mean to people and was a nice person, then maybe I would get it. But you were like a witch to that one reporter. And then I have a headline right here that I'll just read real quick. That you told Baldoni to get a nose job, so you're not innocent in this matter. You're just the worst. Both of you.
Calling his lawsuit another chapter in the abuser playbook,
That's just you projecting because you're an abuser. You know, she wears the pants in their relationship with her husband.
Attorneys say his legal filing is retaliation against sexual harassment allegations. The statement continues, they are trying to shift the narrative to Ms. Lively by falsely claiming that she seized creative control and alienated the cast.
Well, she probably did.
From Mr. Baldoni.
I can't wait for the documentary after this is all done where we find out that she was really kind of a witch on that set.
The evidence will show that the cast and others had their own negative experiences with Mr. Baldoni and Wayfarer.
Oh, I'm sure nobody had any bad experiences with Blake Lively. You're so innocent.
The evidence will also show that Sony asked Miss Lively to oversee Sony's cut of the film.
And then they were like, we don't want you to do it. It's going to make it crap.
Which was then selected for distribution and was a resounding success. Their response to
Well, I was wrong there.
Sexual harassment allegations, she wanted it, it's her fault. Their justification for why this happened to her, look what she was wearing. In short, while the
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that, I'll be honest. Hey, whatever guys slut shame women.
victim focuses on the abuse, the abuser focuses on the victim. The strategy of attacking the woman is desperate. It does not refute the evidence in Ms. Lively's complaint, and it will fail. In Baldoni's filing obtained by E! News, he alleges Lively was determined to make Baldoni the real-life villain of her story.
They're showing footage of Ryan Reynolds. He just seems like such an asswipe, man. Like, I just want to slap him.
And falsified stories of his
He's not even man enough to be punched. Just slap him.
sexual harassment. Baldoni's suit reads, though Lively claimed Baldoni was the one smearing her, the reality is that it was Lively and her team who carefully planned and implemented a vile smear campaign against Baldoni and
Yeah, you know, Blake Lively was smearing up that toilet this morning from her kale salad last night.
Justin Baldoni's big premiere night allegedly ended in the basement after the It Ends With Us star and
It's gotta be weird. You're a part of the movie and you're in the basement.
director accused his castmate Blake Lively of sidelining him at the movie's New York premiere due to their ongoing feud. Justin is sharing photos as part of the countersuit that he filed against the Gossip Girl alum seeking $400 million of him, quote, being held with his family in the basement. In one image cited in the documents obtained by E! News January 16th, Justin, his wife Emily Baldoni, and
They seem like cool people, man. I want to hang out with Justin.
various other family members can be seen sitting around a red table in a windowless space with overflowing boxes of popcorn. In another photo, Justin
Man, the girls down there are prettier than Blake. But being prettier than Blake is not that hard of an accomplishment.
poses against pallets containing stacks of unopened packs of water bottles and Coke bottles alongside 7 of his female
That wasn't the only Coke down there.
friends and relatives. Justin's lawsuit, which arrived nearly a month after Blake accused him of sexually harassing her on the set of the 2024 movie and her
You know that lawsuit was really planned out.
own lawsuit claims Blake used,
Unlike Blake's.
quote, threats and extortion to relegate her colleagues to sit out their own premiere in the basement. According to the suit obtained by E! News, the Jane the Virgin alum says he and his guests were ushered inside and were...
It really is kind of BDE, though. It showed Justin putting his hands up in the air like victory. Like, at least you're embracing the basement part. Honestly, I'd rather be in a basement with a bunch of beautiful women than be around Blake.
The suit obtained by E! News, the Jane the Virgin alum, says he and his guests were ushered inside and were subsequently held in the room where the photos were taken to avoid even a chance of interaction with Lively or her guests when she arrived on the red carpet. In response to Justin's filing, Blake's legal team
All right, so we already heard on the other video about Blake's filing, or Blake's response to Justin's filing. This is weird. I haven't even watched this video yet because I try to watch these videos for the first time with the audience, so I'm learning with the audience. Justin Baldoni drags Swift into the lawsuit.
Justin Baldoni is bringing Taylor Swift into his legal battle. The Grammy winner appears to be mentioned in the $400 million countersuit filed by Justin January 16 against his It Ends With Us co-star Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds.
Man, I know it's chilly up in Cleveland where I have a lot of listeners, but I'm getting douche chills just looking at this footage of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. They seem like such a fake couple.
As well as publicist Leslie Sloan. Justin's filing, submitted to the Southern District of New York Court, comes nearly a month after Blake sued him for allegedly sexually harassing her on the set of the 2024 movie. In the countersuit, the director alleges that he felt pressure from Ryan and Blake's, quote, mega celebrity friend to let the Gossip Girl alum take more ownership of the film's script.
I bet she was trying to make it really sappy.
Including making edits to the significant rooftop scene where Blake and Justin's characters first meet. Justin says in the docs that Blake's version, quote, dramatically differed from what had been written originally, but that he thanked Lively for her passion and diplomatically told her that the scene would likely end up being somewhere between the original version and Lively's version.
All right, and then right here is what's going on with Taylor.
Together. In additional screenshots of their conversation, Blake appears to refer to her husband and pop star BFF as her, quote, most trusted partners.
Oh my God. If Taylor Swift, who's sexist against men, I said it, if she's like your influence.
Telling Justin that she felt confident sending her edited version of the script to him because they had already signed off on it. The mom of four, who shares daughters James, Inez, and Betty, as well as son Olin with the Deadpool actor, then divulges to Justin that
Unfortunately, those kids will probably be brats.
Ryan and Taylor have encouraged her to be more assertive.
Yeah, Taylor's like, always bring down the man.
Writing,
it's never your fault.
They also know I'm not always as good at making sure I'm seen and utilized for fear of threatening egos.
You're the definition of an ego.
Or fear of affecting the ease of process. They don't give a shit about that. And because of that, everyone listens to them with immense respect and enthusiasm.
Whatever.
Blake then compares herself to the Game of Thrones character, the Dragon Queen herself, Khaleesi.
Man, you wish you were 100th as hot as Khaleesi. That was kind of cool. I never done that with that sound effect.
Saying in one of her texts to Justin, if you ever get around to watching Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that I'm Khaleesi, and like her, I happen to have a few dragons.
And your blower region looks like a dragon. I was talking about vagina.
For better or worse, but usually for better, because my dragons also protect those I fight for. So really, we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine.
You are a monster.
Justin alleges in the docs that he felt the, quote, message could not have been clearer, and that he was not only dealing with Lively, but would also be facing Lively's dragons.
Yeah, you know she has dragon breath in the morning.
Two of the most influential and wealthy celebrities in the world, who were not afraid to make things very difficult for him.
Blake Lively would be the definition of difficult. All right. Let me look at this guy. Let me look up this guy. His name's Nick Viall. Who is Nick, Viall? So this guy was on the 21st season of The Bachelor as well as The Bachelorette. And he's chiming in on Justin Baldoni. Oh, so another asswipe that wants clout. Whatever.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
I'm sure you're going to be a beta male and be all whipped by Blake.
Nick Viall is weighing in once again on the This Ends With Us drama.
Thank God that Nick Viall chimed in. I mean, we're so proud of you. What are we going to do if Nick Viall doesn't chime in? Tell us what you think about TikTok, Nick Viall.
Nick Viall is weighing in once again on the This Ends With Us drama. During an interview with Bustle published January 16th, The Bachelor alum says his first impression of the film's director and star, Justin Baldoni, wasn't the best.
Oh, really? You're just trying to be in the cool kids club, man. No one really knows who you are. Plenty of people know who you are, but you're not that important, and you're trying to stay relevant.
Recalling to the outlet of Justin's appearance on his podcast, The Viall Files, in January 2023, I had the chance to interview Justin a couple of years ago on my show. And I just had a feeling he wasn't the person he so loudly portrayed himself to be.
You're just talking about yourself.
So when a legal battle between Justin and his co-star Blake Lively began last month, Nick says it wasn't a shock, explaining, when the story broke that the entire cast and author of the book the movie is based on had clearly distanced themselves from him, I wasn't that surprised.
They did that because they want to be in the cool kids club with Blake. I bet some of them are handing him up on the side. Actually, they might not because he's releasing the text. But I'm sure someone on the side's like, yeah, Justin's getting screwed over, but I don't want to get screwed over by Blake Lively.
These comments from Nick come just months after the reality star went viral on social media for sharing his take on the behind-the-scenes drama between Blake and Justin.
Oh, so he just wants to be famous.
Pointing out how quickly the public seemed to turn on Blake.
It is the online takedown of Blake Lively. The internet, and specifically it seems to be like a lot of women, because a lot of women are watching this show, seem to be jumping at the opportunity to eviscerate the woman in this scenario.
All right, your opinion's so riveting because you were on The Bachelor? Who cares? If you're on The Bachelor, that means you're bad at dating women and you won clout. Justin Baldoni, finally in this segment, Justin Baldoni was seen at the airport. Let's hear what this guy has to say.
Justin, how you holding up, man? Hey. How are you?
He's in a pretty good mood, you know, hanging out with his kid.
How you holding up, man? Hey. How are you doing?
We're grateful to be with the family, man.
Grateful? All right.
Grateful to be a family man is what he said, right?
Grateful to be with the family, man.
Grateful? All right. Okay.
That's him trying to look like a family guy. Like, hey, I'm hanging out with my kids.
I know it's a tough time for you. How do you get through this?
Oh, man. We have amazing friends and family.
I'll set you a screen if you need one.
And faith.
Faith?
Yeah.
All right, that's where he lives, right? I'm going to lean on God. No. God doesn't care. I wonder whose side God would be on, Blake Lively or Justin Baldoni. Yeah, 856. I don't know where that was going. 49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773. Like I always say, Blake is a witch. And Justin Baldoni's a dick.
Happy hour. Happy hour.